Hello people, this is our Cobra and this is Let's Play The Witcher 3 Blind, where today we will go root around Avelach's dirty underwear.
The entrance is very well protected. I believe we'll find something interesting inside.
I believe there's two golems there.
Atlan Kirk's inclusion should do the trick. Remember the spell?
I remember you teaching me. And to think I thought you an overbearing cold shrew at the time.
Now, this is no time to get soppy.
I mean, that assessment is still correct.
So, any incriminating letters, closets full of skeletons?
We've not even opened the door yet.
With a guy like
It's
that,
a highly
might not
complex
even need
magic
to.
barrier. Let's try.
Yata Ligen!
Did it work? Did you anchor the goals?
Sentry.
I'll take care.
Through the barrier!
It seems like every fucking mage has one of these standing around. But like, are they handing them out down the mage shop? Like, I didn't know guns were that easy to make. Seems like everyone has one or two around. Like, why do we only need one enemy? Like, is the second one like on reserve duty or what?
Pretty cozy. Doesn't look much like a lab at all.
That proves nothing. We must look around.
It's a bit low, isn't it? Rummaging through his papers.
You wish to come, my dear.
Besides, Jennifer has no
Ciri, I
standards.
think.
No, that's not me. Where's the scar?
It's definitely you. Really captured you. Sure Avelach's only interested in you for your magic abilities?
Very funny.
Look, Geralt!
What is it?
It seems someone was literally just here.
An assistant, possibly?
Avelach's assistant, maybe?
No. Somehow it doesn't seem like Avelach to have one.
A distillate? Smells like.
Verbena.
Aha.
Aha, what?
No, nothing.
Sometimes you really get on my nerves, you know.
Hey!
Not very incriminating.
Wait. We've not examined the entire laboratory
I
yet.
get on your nerves. That's really funny considering how many people you've stepped on. Sure, you've gotten on more than just nerves. Where do they all get these expansive underground laboratories from? Is it like an estate company that specializes in this?
Yen.
Oh, yeah, family tree? But somehow doubt it's for Avelach. But might be.
Genealogical chart of the Enhanikir, the Elder Blood, from Laura Doran.
To me. You never showed me the full version. I had no idea Viedmont of Eden was an ancestor. Was he the one who punished his daughters with a hot iron? Or the one who had his own father's eyes gouged out?
Lovely
The
people.
daughters. My, even I'd never seen the full version. Seems Avelach has analyzed all the paths of Lara's gene, even those we thought extinct.
He's only analyzing? Really believe that? If he's anything like our mages, I seriously doubt he's standing back and observing how Laura's descendants are doing.
I don't think we'll ever know if or how deeply the elves have meddled in the gene's mutation.
Did you have a hand in what Geralt mentioned? The work of those human mages?
Of course not.
Okay, yeah, she's lying.
Let's look at his notes.
Gods. He spent over 2 centuries on this. He was the first to study Lara's gene. Volker? Some entries about Ciri, but it's here, later, that things get interesting. He actually tried to cultivate a genetic mix like Ciri's, but one excluding the human line.
Meaning what exactly? That I ought to be looking about for giant jars holding my siblings?
Don't be foolish. Avelach never got that far. Apparently all his experiments ended in failure. You are unique.
And that's why we've the Wild Hunt to contend with. Let's ferret on. See if we can't find something even more interesting.
Well, I mean, look at the bright side. We get to get rid of the Wild Hunt, which is probably doing somebody a favor. Especially considering how they've been ravaging and pillaging.
Elves sure know their fragrances.
Someone's there, beyond the door.
Mirror standard. Might have expected a hidden portal.
Just taking everything. I'm sure he'd want it donated to the cause. Is this a bad
How did you get in here?
Magic.
We mean you no harm.
I care not at all why you're here. Get out. You. I remember you. From Tir na Liar.
Remarkable. I thought all elves looked alike to those of your race. If it's Avelach you seek, he's not here.
I know.
And yet you come here. What for? To spy on him. He tries his damnedest to save you every time you do something stupid. Is that not enough?
What can you possibly know about that?
You'd be surprised. He's told me a great deal about you.
Like what?
Like what?
He said you shared Lara's features. I don't see whatever it is he sees. It seems a bit like trying to drink water from a mud puddle.
Hey, you know, I can smash your face in whenever I damn
But
one.
I imagine that belief somehow helps him with his task.
What task?
Do you think he trails you everywhere for pleasure? Even I grow ill at the sight of you.
It's incredible how those like you still believe you're superior to humans, in any way.
She's no human. She's a degenerate half-breed. To have no choice but to use something like that? It's humiliating.
You know, if you want to break a few of her ribs, I'm not gonna protest.
Another word, and I'll...
What? You'll change nothing. She must do what she must. Then Avelach will finally be free of her.
If he hates me so deeply, why didn't he tell me to my face?
Yeah, I don't really like him, so it's not like I don't buy it.
Avelach means that much to you.
What's that got to do with anything? If they despise me so, they should leave me be.
You know, we could always just set the place on fire.
Ciri.
What? Do you fear I'll level this place like I did Kaer Morhen? Shame I can't do that at will, because I'd really like to now.
Oh, seriously, break it. Sure. Ah, the simple joy of breaking stuff. Yeah, that's what we think of you fancy dancy mages. Shoddy crunk. Oh my god, that picture's fucking creepy. Somebody set it on fire. Jennifer, make yourself useful and burn it. Kavath is helping you out, girl.
There, that's better. Let's get out of here.
It's still creepy.
Must we return to the boat right away?
Something else you want to see?
Not here. On Hindersfjall. In Lofoten. I met a young man, SKJALL. And I'd like... What is it?
Ciri, SKJALL is dead.
The Wild Hunt. Everyone? No one survived?
SKJALL died later.
You sure it was him? You'd met him?
Oh yeah!
I was there. I saw his body.
Will you visit his grave with me? I'd like to say goodbye.
Yep.
I'll go with you.
Thank you. Could you open a portal to Hindersfjall?
I can.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Come back soon, alright?
See you.
Want to talk about, you know, how you abused his soul, or no? Also, I'm a munchkin now. Wonder what that's for.
Let's look around. Should be a relatively fresh grave mound.
Oh yes, I did look.
Thank you for coming. I detest graveyards, especially wandering them alone.
Let's look together.
Let's look around together. Come on.
People around here might be pissed because Jennifer just killed a sacred tree
Lasse,
in order to find
son
you,
of
so...
Njord. Olaf, son of Ova. Inga, daughter of Trotnir. Damn it. He's not here. SKJALL has no grave. Geralt, I shan't leave until I bury him. Think, the body. What could have become of it?
They didn't burn it. Save that honor for kings and heroes. Doubt they left him in the garden, too.
Bastards.
What?
Beyond the village, there's a pit. They fill it with sheep taken by Blackleg. Crabs pick at their bones at night.
Yep. Well, that can't have been a great job.
What are you doing?
What you should have done long ago. We're burying SKJALL.
Burying Craven? You defy the right of the elders. Begone! Leave this place! You defile our laws!
Lower your voice before we need another grave.
How can you defend him?
Craven's place is in the ditch!
SKJALL saved your bloody lives. The Wild Hunt was after me. Had SKJALL not led me away then, why they would have reduced Lofoten to ash.
What would the spectres be wanting of some lass who...
I am not some lass, and anyone who so much as touches this grave will learn that the hard way.
Aye. None will disturb it. Desecrating graves, well, it's the only thing elders punish harder than fleeing the battlefield. And what you said, can't know the truth of it. The gods will judge SKJALL now.
Well, at least he doesn't take offense to being punched, but that was well deserved.
We were right to come.
Yep.
I was deeply troubled. You've no idea.
Well, they shouldn't spit on his name anymore.
Let's go.
Back to the boat.
I don't really think there's anything else, so... yeah, back to the boat. Whew. Actually, got kind of tense there, I must admit.
If only Sven could be a hero like that.
I'll just run ahead. Tell Avelach some elven bitch made a lot of noise, so we trashed his lab until we felt better.
We looked around your laboratory.
I never doubted you would. But why did you? You might have just asked.
To hear you reveal all about your experiments with the Elder Blood gene? Unlikely.
I've hidden nothing that could be useful in our struggle against DEIREADH. As regards the Elder Blood, you're all aware Ciri is exceptional. I am alone only in knowing to what extent.
Or maybe you're just obsessed with her.
I'm obsessed. Yes, Geralt?
I have a couple of questions, Ben. How's Margarita?
Margarita any better?
I managed to accelerate tissue regeneration. She's feeling much better. In fact, we must bring Eredin here as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'm afraid these sorceresses of yours will start fighting amongst themselves.
Just whack him over the head a couple of times and he'll behave.
Once we use the Sunstone, what makes you think Eredin won't figure things out? I doubt he'll think the elves of the White Fleet suddenly longed to see him.
We can alter the signal emitted by the Sunstone. Unlikely Eredin will recognize its origin. It's not the only artifact to possess this power.
There are others? Great. Now mind telling me why I had to scour Skellige looking for this one?
The Sunstone was the easiest to find, believe me.
Okay, that's fair. Anyway, we were by your laboratory.
Went by your laboratory.
I trust you did not make a mess.
Didn't mention you were the NLL's chief source of knowledge about Ciri's abilities.
I didn't mention many things. Fortunately, they're no longer important.
Your experiments with the gene, Elder Blood, that's not important.
I pursued those studies to protect Ciri. To protect Lara Doran's blood, in whomever's veins it courses.
Ran into someone at your lab.
Did you know?
A she-elf. Claimed you hate Ciri. So how's that fit you trying to protect her, whatever the cost?
Not at all. You don't really expect me to confess my feelings to you, do you?
Yeah, I don't trust you.
From the look of things, pretty soon Ciri won't need your help anymore.
Nor yours.
True. She'll do whatever she wants, and I'll support her. What about you? Ready to let her live her own life?
I shan't force her to do anything if that's your question.
Good. You'll answer to me if you try.
Charming world you and Elle have got. Could easily fall in love with the place. Tell me, how do you do it? Sit around playing flute, painting rutting unicorns in gorgeous landscapes, building ornately sculpted towers? And then you murder us, without batting an eye, without a hint of guilt. How?
Do you humans feel guilt when you murder Enshe elves? Or dwarves? Or dryads? We are the same. Simply because we both firmly believe others are...
I mean, I kill humans too, so, you know, that doesn't really work on me. I'm equal opportunity murderous. Mostly because I don't judge based on race, I judge based on actions, so I kill asshole humans, asshole elves, asshole dryads, asshole whatever. You know. So, yeah.
Tell me something more about Caranthir. Know him well?
Know him? I reared him.
Raised, don't you mean?
No, Geralt. I began shaping him long before he was born. For centuries, I brought together pairs of elves manifesting certain abilities, those able to manipulate time and space. He is the result of these efforts. Caranthir, a golden child. Golden child who grew up to be a criminal.
Good job! Maybe you should have, I don't know, maybe also helped him with his education then?
You imprisoned Ciri the first time you met her. Now you protect her while fighting against your own kind. Quite an about-face.
First of all, I did not imprison her. She found me. It was her destiny.
Yeah, sure. Get to the second of all. Why are you helping her?
Because she is a danger. A mortal one. You look at her and see a human, a ward, a daughter even. I look and see the Elder Blood. A power that can destroy the world. A power that must be kept from Eredin's power-addled hands at all costs.
Yeah, and it's because you...
Admittedly, our motives differ. Yet in spite of that, we share a goal. So, you would be wise to trust me. Or at least try.
It's exactly because you don't see anything but the Elder Blood that I don't trust you.
We found the Sunstone.
Gelban's gift to Dillion of the White Fleet. As legend has it, she never used the stone, and Gelban died of sorrow.
Splendid.
Won't keep Eredin waiting that long.
It seems we've everything. We can go. Keep in mind, once we commit, there'll be no returning.
I don't think this is the end. Let's go.
I'm ready. High time we set sail. Undvik awaits.
In that case, let's go.
Was this guy the main bad guy or the other? I can't really remember all those guys apart. Either way, we're going to kick somebody's ass, and that's a positive. But was it like the guy with the stupid skull helmet, or is it the main bad guy we're going after? It must be one of the lesser ones.
You will position yourselves on the cliffs. Here, here, and...
Thank you. I believe we know how to form a circle.
Even those of us who lack eyes for the moment.
I simply wish to avoid... Oh, Geralt. We were waiting for you.
Everyone having fun? And yeah, sounds like you got a head start.
Really? Seems to me you'd started already.
We were discussing questions of a magic nature, nothing of great interest.
Hey, I use magic too.
Right, because I'm just a simple witcher.
Simple, yet with so many complexes. Not now, Geralt.
You were about to explain your plan?
It's simple. Which does not mean it will be easy to execute.
Yeah, I
I
know
shall
that.
activate the Sunstone. If Caranthea answers the call, the Nargle Fair should appear in the bay shortly afterwards. The Lodge must then prevent the ship from returning to the world of the NL, while the Imperial fleet blocks its escape by sea. The 7th Imlet's Infantry Regiment under Duke Varatra must then board it, with your help, naturally.
Great, and you will be doing what?
What about you? Where will you be?
Waiting in reserve. If something goes wrong, I shall react.
But of course.
Like a general commanding troops from a hilltop? Gonna signal us by horn or use messengers?
Exquisite irony, but what did I do to deserve it? Have I given you cause to doubt my intentions?
Plenty.
Ladies and gentlemen, less talk, more action, please. Sisters, we must scale the cliffs.
Good luck.
Plan's missing one important element. What about Ciri?
Cyril will wait, at a safe distance from the Nargle Fair.
Wild guess? Not what you had in mind.
No, I wanted to go with you. That was my idea.
But I won't allow it. Far too great a risk.
Hey, see... Didn't you just say
Don't
something about
have to
letting her
wait
make her own
till we're
choices?
Amusing. Cyril said the same thing, only at much higher volume. I do, in fact, have this right. For only I know how to activate the Sunstone, which I shall do on my terms or not at all. Cyril recognized the strength of my argument. I have no doubt you'll do the same.
You know, it's this behavior that makes me
Cyril.
want to shank you.
Do you swear to stay on shore?
Do I have a choice?
Where are you going?
For a walk. Or is that not allowed either? Because I could break my leg.
Oh yes. The elder blood can be fiery.
See, this is why no one trusts me.
Telling Ciri she can't do something is counterproductive, speaking from experience there. Ultimately, she does what she wants.
Let us hope.
Pardon me?
Never mind. Time is short. If you wish to do something, brew your substances or whatnot, do it now. You won't get the chance later. I shall await you by the boats, amongst the soldiers.
You know...
Unless you wish to come with me now.
No, join you later. You know, you act all hurt when nobody trusts you, and then you act like an asshole.
Go. Join you soon.
Just don't delay too long.
Just fucking give us what we need to move on with the quest, and then go get shipped by somebody, would you? Well, might as well provision. And by provision, I mean take everything not nailed down.
Hog eb daibai SFM Anke in Atreket. Tranalach.
Nes Veljen. Les klippen in zandbanken neden ab de baai. Re, re.
Anzakes Flaggeskippen es Balla Epa. Oder Sleth Kreen in Knamen Espa.
Yeah, ouwe. Niente meer data.
Oh, sorry. I was just wondering if that's a real language they're speaking, or like everyone else is speaking English, or if that's, you know, a fictional one.
Rinamach.
Eseva fellow Ebnas.
The Emperor shall guide us
Kesai
straight to Novigrad. Esser Kirka, I Edrith Faulkner es onbekend. Es klein netwerk in Dwineritium Bommebaba.
Nor Glaides. Heard of the Vrijheid Brigade?
Esse Jondran Eblaker. In Penasatriel eb Angra in Grek. Eb Oskomrach.
Es erkenne? Erkenne.
Es Markedaich Ita. Fem Evala. Rovais du General.
Yeah. Nesse vind orde eb Ardadel. Ke orlug vavis eb Skorl.
Heard of the Vrijheid Brigade? Your kind, sir.
Is it true? Northern women bathe but once every Kirzan.
Well, let's get everything on
Are you
order.
here to spy or haggle?
Let me see what you got.
Show me what you're peddling.
In fact, since I just leveled up... Is anything rank 35? The Negotiator. Oh yeah. Well, let's make this and go negotiate. Silver sword. Oh, I easily have the money for this. Anything here? Witch Slayer. There we go.
So long.
2 new swords. Ah, there they are. That's one for a second. Negotiator and Witch Slayer. There we go.
Are you here to spy or haggle?
Actually, I'm here to have some stuff dismantled and then sell a load of stuff. Because I want my damn rooms back. There they are. Yeah, the rest don't really have anything I don't have in spades myself, so... Oops.
Show me what you're peddling.
Not a bit too far. Well, these have the same, but I don't have a fork-tail trophy, to be honest. Oh yeah, that is definitely worse. You don't take any of that stuff, and yeah. There's nothing I really sell, so yeah. Thank you for your assistance, humble peddler.
So, Geralt. Ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Let's get these bastards.
With pleasure, Geralt. With pleasure.
I give you my heart? What kind of spell is that?
It's an old love letter. Ancient. As I said, this stone was to reunite a pair of lovers.
Never thought I'd say anything of the sort to Eredin. En verilith serenad, Ada eich blaen, I'd
little bit of an addition there at the end. Man, that thing looks like a chunky piece of cheese.
The elven bauble worked.
Why exactly is this attracting him? Is it just like oh hey, shiny over there? Or is it sort of resonance with Ciri? Well, their forces should be kind of, you know, hurt by everything else that happened. They lost severely, a lot of men at Kaer Morhen, and they lost their big general duel later. Don't really think you can reduce your speed out of that. Well, I think I'll walk from here.
Follow me. The Noggle Fair must be nearby.
Man, that's one hell of a dreadnought. There he is! Gonna kick that punk-ass bitch all the way back to Azeroth.
Silence. It's completely still.
It's a trap. We must flee, now.
Not this time.
No, Ciri. You are not ready. You do not control your powers.
I'll manage.
Ciri.
Get out of my way.
Ciri. The ice. It's a spell. You must find the mage who cast it. Destroy his stuff.
Hey, now you're being useful. Thank you.
I'll not stop with his staff.
Well, that brilliant plan of yours went up in smoke real damn quick, and you were just gonna run off. Real nice of you. See, this is why nobody trusts you. Why do you guys gurgle like that, really? Like, aren't you supposed to be elves under that Skeletor cosplay? Like, this is also really bad for the forces because, like, in a few seconds, Ciri has made mincemeat out of so many of them. Like, it's ridiculous how many men they just lost of this. There goes another, and another, and another, and another. And these guys cannot be cheap to reproduce. They have full plate arm on everything. Like, these are like people, they're not like undead or anything like that. Okay, so we get to fight this guy as Ciri. Wait, so are we heading after the big cheese now? Gonna break that stupid snow globe right over your fucking head! Whoops, huh?
Almost, Scylla. Almost. Stjärnfjord.
Oh hey, your little frost spell's not working out anymore, is it? That was one of the...
So be it. Let us end this.
That was one of the cheap gimmicks you guys relied upon to get anything done, wasn't it?
Even should you kill me.
Then what?
You see, it's not so simple. I know where that came from. Violent.
Guess I should go after this guy because he's animating him. Jeez, he hits hard. But where the fuck did my swallow go?
You cannot win, even should you kill me.
So you say. Hey, you're hitting your own guys, you fucking idiot! Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna run out of life soon. Having a little bit of trouble there. Hey, it's not so easy fighting when you can't just snap freeze your enemies, huh? Hey, maybe you didn't treat your minions like fucking garbage. You would have a, like, you know, an actual chance. I don't know what violent means, but screw you all the same. What makes you think that? So, any last words there? Well, that's annoying. Nope, you can go ahead and drown without me. I wonder if I can kill a whale even though I'm down here. See if the ice is breaking apart. Fucking last-ditch move trying to get rid of me. Well, that was their powerful mage that just died, so that should definitely weaken their forces considerably. Especially since he was doing a whole lot of that summoning bullshit. Man, did everything just get set on fire while I was down here? Okay then. Why is everything on fire? Like, the Wild Hunt doesn't use fire, so... Where does the fire come from? Oh hey, the fucking ship's sails on fire now. Wow. Wow. Everything about these guys is just so much fail, isn't it? Without the fucking gimmicks, the Wild Hunt can't really do anything, can they?
Fucking hell! Now's our chance! Have you seen Ciri?
Fucking ice. Look, have you guys got this? Because in that case I'm gonna head up and see if I can find the guy who's summoning all these. And make him stop.
Who wants to taste Skellige's steel? Yelmer, you seen Ciri? By the Nagelfur!
Okay, well...
Drown all you bastards till the bay's black with your corpses! Which ones? Here we can shoot at!
Man, they kind of gotten pantsy as these well, oh, this guy's a lot tougher. In fact, everyone here seems a little bit tougher. Like, not taking damage, top. Guess I'm just heading through. Well, whatever. Oh, I'd be sad if he dies. I like him.
Any last words?
Set the trap. And fight.
You had your chance.
Why are we looking this direction?
Witcher. I was hoping you'd come.
Because?
I've something to tell you. But I'll do so afterwards.
As you expire.
Oh, it's the helmets that do that. Is that to sound more intimidating? You meth-eyed goth wannabe? Yeah, I'm taking out your most powerful people, made a joke out of your army, and you know, in the grand sum of things, you managed to kill a bunch of nobody soldiers, and 2 people of note, of import, who I'm very sad to see go, Vesemir, and this other guy whose name I can't remember, which makes me feel even sadder, because he deserved better. But honestly, Eredin, you're a fucking joke. And I made it obvious to everyone that without your fucking magic gimmicks, you are next to nothing. Okay, this is time to get a little bit annoying. Yeah, that trick's nifty at all. But it has an obvious disadvantage. I can block him. Damn it. Well, he does like kicking. Stop kicking me! You tin can buffoon! Come, bring it on, edgelords! Time to send you to the scrap heap! You have to use a fucking voice modulator to sound threatening, you fucking popsicle! That's great. Any more impractical super moves with shitty aim you want to fire off? Yeah, you can see why you brought me here. I guess you didn't want your utter and complete humiliation to be showcased to everyone on the island. Hey, you had something for show and tell, didn't you? Might want to bring it out now. You wanted to be able to do so much telling when I rip out your fucking throat. Oh no, a paper cut! Oh no! Caring enough more than the punctuation on the sad story that is your life. You're summoning fucking meteors, and yet I've had ice cream headaches who did more damage. Come back here! Oh, you want to come back here? Sure, I guess you wanted to see your final moments. Take that stupid thing off. You don't look tough. You look like a guy in a Halloween costume. Yeah, get an eye patch or something. I already helped you halfway. I've waited. You have about a couple of minutes to figure that out. Hey, Wild Hunt, how's it going for ya?
You said you had something to tell me.
Avelach has tricked us both.
Yeah, I suspected as much.
He set us against each other, and he's made off with Ciri.
I don't believe you.
Actually, I do. Yep, and that's the Wild Hunt, everybody. Good job.
Where's Ciri?
What? I thought you knew.
All I know is Avelach might have betrayed us. What the? That a storm?
Geralt, look!
Can we pan the camera? I want to know what's going on. I presume that building wasn't there before. Was it? Well, whatever that is, that's really clearly more important.
What the hell's happening?
I find it damned hard to believe, but the gate between the worlds is open. We must reach the tower, quickly. Stop Avelach, while this can still be reversed.
What are we gonna find there?
If the tomes are to be believed, nature's laws will cease to hold. Gravity, time, Untitled, all of it will be turned on its head.
Exaggerating for effect, right?
Not one bit.
Well, that's terrifying when you stop lying.
The spheres has begun. The worlds, they're aligned, permeate one another. Avelach could use this, bring the NL here, or something far worse.
You know, I kind of feel like this all, like, kind of snuck up on me. Like, yeah. Oh well, let's just go and run with it.
At least we know where to look for Ciri.
Follow me, and stay alert.
We need to focus on Ciri. What do you think Avelach wants from her?
Same as Eredin, I imagine. He will use her to open a gate between the worlds.
Shit. An earthquake?
We must hurry. Damn it! That ship's about to disintegrate.
Hide in the hollow on the other side.
Oh, we're try and make a run for it. You know what? It's real terrible weather we're having today. You two should probably find cover. It's raining fire.
We'll save time.
Oh, you'll take that one, of course.
Faster.
Okay, horse, I don't know, we don't know each other, but, yeah, that way.
Just like
The conjunction is just beginning.
Well, this is turning into a fucking nightmare. This is pretty fucking apocalyptic, if you ask me.
More on the way.
We must hurry, Geralt. The gates between the worlds are growing wider.
You can bloody well see that! The fabric ground itself is tearing apart and they're fucking an army of cyclops coming this way.
Not much time.
You know what, I'm just gonna stop following you and ride on ahead. I can damn well see where all this is coming from. It's not like it's being subtle.
What happened to them?
The white frost.
Damn it, it'll bury us.
Wait! Gavaris Tabel! Keep near me.
Well, I will. I usually try to avoid it, but this is kind of more important than any personal grudges I have with you.
Damn it.
Now can we move? And everything's just fucking exploding. Well, I guess I also didn't see this come because I meant that I'd get an opportunity to kill him here first. Maybe they're saying that for DLC. Death to King Asshat or something like that, they call it.
Damn! Avelach surrounded the tower with a magic barricade.
Can you dismantle it?
Dismantle? No, I can make a tear at best. But only for a moment, because there's no...
Specifics, Yen. Will we both get through?
No! You must go alone!
Awesome!
Come back. With Ciri.
I know! Hagrid! Tiggy! Hagrid! Now, Geralt!
Have fun! Out in the cold.
I'm fine! Now go! And give Avelach my heartfelt regards!
If we only found that marker before, I guess we could just have teleported here. Hey! Asshat!
Geralt. So unfortunate. I'd hoped you wouldn't have to witness this.
Where's Ciri?
Nearby. Listen.
Shut up. I've heard enough of your bullshit. Draw your weapon. Let's get this over with.
I think you will not attack one unarmed.
You don't know
Be so sure. I'm in a foul mood.
I am not your foe. I am merely helping Cyrilla.
I don't believe you. Can't. Not after all that's happened.
Will you believe me? Avelach speaks the truth. I asked him to help me open the tower, because I aim to enter it.
Didn't think it worthwhile to tell me? Warn me of your plans?
I'm sorry, I know, I should have. But I feared you'd not understand.
Well, the whole island's on fucking fire!
Feels like I'm talking to Yennefer. Leave with me, please.
I will, Geralt. Once I emerge from the tower. If I emerge.
Why the hell would you do this? The Wild Hunt's been defeated.
The White Frost has not. The prophecies are true. I have seen worlds bound in ice. I know what awaits you. Only the Elder Blood can stop the White Frost. Only I can stop it.
You don't have to make this sacrifice.
You're wrong. The White Frost is inevitable. It will come to freeze the worlds one after the other, eradicating all life. Only I can stop the destruction. I've given it much thought and made my decision.
There's gotta be another way.
What can you know about saving the world, silly? You're but a witcher. This is my story, not yours. You must let me finish telling it.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna stop you on that one, Ciri. I've been running my fucking head. If this is what you choose, I'm not gonna stop you.
Perhaps I should have told you. I see now you might have understood.
Know you better than you think. Don't keep me waiting.
I hope this wasn't a mistake. Oh hey, it was some of the actually funny, heartwarming moments in this game, because it actually managed to have some of these. Gotta be honest, I feel like this feels like it's the ending, and I gotta admit, it feels kinda rushed here at the final part. And it's all about suddenly stopping some sort of white frost that's been kinda hinted at, but you know, this was all about defeating the Wild Hunt. So, I don't know. I guess this is Ciri's story, but again it feels kind of rushed since, I don't know. I guess it's been kind of there, but since it's never really been a focal point, I don't know. As the climax goes, it's kind of rushed. And sun. Maybe it should have made a fourth game. Like, what is the frost? White frost even? Why can't it be stopped like this? Like, as I said, I feel like this is kind of rushed, and I'm not even sure why anything of this is happening, which is probably not helping.
The gentleman will follow.
I guess I will.
What do those poor elves ever do to them?
Captain! Report. 4th Kite Squadron. The Funsberg Division as a whole. Deserters.
Does General Voorhis know?
He's at a briefing. They're not letting anyone in.
Nonsense. Get in there and report to him at once.
SKJALL'S.
The Redanians will be here shortly.
His Imperial Majesty awaits.
How dare you?
His Majesty would have been a cold corpse if my men hadn't stopped the assassin last night.
And you believe that gives you the right to be arrogant?
What I believe is that another attempt is imminent, and I can't be sure we'll be able to stop it.
Wow, sounds like things are falling apart here.
Yes, hen as good.
So this whole aiming to get Ciri back thing, like, is this some sort of trying to like trick me into believing Ciri's dead or something like that? Is that what we're trying to pull here? Oh wait, it sounds like things are not going well for you. Do I get just stabbed, you know, because I wanted to do that since months ago.
Speak.
Ciri is dead.
How did it happen?
The White Cold. You're familiar with the prophecy? Ciri tried to stop it. She did, but paid the ultimate price.
Where is the body?
I doubt it'll ever be found.
Who else knows?
Avelach, Elven Sage. But I doubt you'll find him either.
And Yennefer?
She's decided to stay in the north. Provided you don't object.
I don't. And you?
That's none of your business.
That's none of your business. Not anymore.
Did Cirilla say... Did she ask you to convey anything?
You weren't a good father. Ciri saw you as a threat. Even if she'd asked me to tell you something, I doubt you'd have liked to hear those words.
Understood.
If you want, I got a few more salt-colored knives I can stab you with.
There is, but you may go. Witcher, I do not wish to see you ever again.
Hey, the cinnamon is, you know, returned, but I, you know, do expect I'll have to kill you at some point. Or maybe we'll just leave him all sad and alone. I guess that's approaching being satisfying. If you squint.
Need any help? With a wagon?
We'll manage, mate. We thank you for your concern.
Aye, because you don't look like no wheelwright, that's sure.
Change is coming.
Well, that's the truth of it.
The Nilfgaardians have fled, the Redanians have barely arrived, and bandits sense the void, practically feel they have free reign.
Barely got away, then busted a wheel and watched our horses run off into the wood.
Sure you don't need any help?
I believe we will manage.
Where you headed? Nearest inn, by the looks of it.
Yeah. Supposed to meet someone first, at the former campsite of the Nilfgaardians. You take care now.
I guess I didn't think this was the end, because... Yeah, I guess I should have foreseen this. considering how much of an absolute chump he was. But I guess I didn't expect this to go like, okay, so we wave this magic nightlight, and then the main villain will come crashing into the island, strand his magic ship, and then get taken down. I was expecting I would have to chop Emir's head off at some point. Well, at least because I'm kind of opposing him, so I expected that would happen at some point. And the White Frost plot point kind of felt like it came out of nowhere, but it feels like we're kind of tripping to the end here, so... yeah. I mean, I was told I'd be warned, and I guess... I didn't catch the warning, it went over my head, I'm sorry about that. Still gonna do DLC and so on, but I guess I'll give my thoughts on the main game once we get to the credits, because I feel like the credits are somewhere right around the hill. I guess I might also well just skip them now, since we're just walking about. I guess I might as well give some thoughts. So what do I think of The Witcher? In most ways, it's fun. The gameplay is fun, the whole mystery, investigate monsters, track them down, come up with stuff, prepare and so on. Very good, very fun. Graphics are beautiful, love the landscapes and so on. Diverse array of quests and characters and so on. It's not flawless. It's not flawless by any stretch of the word.
Slower.
But I'll get to that in a minute, I guess, because I think I'm about where...
Master Ort.
Somebody left a perfectly good block of cheese here.
You're late.
Soldiers.
Blocking the roads, I know. No matter. You have it?
As agreed. 38.5-inch blade. Weight just under 40 ounces. Silver-plated siderite steel core. Glyphs and runes both the length of the blade and on the hilt.
Beautiful.
Been in this trade for 3 decades. Only the best swordsman of the coin for my wares. When I say no Witcher has, or ever had, a better weapon, you ought to trust me.
Reputation precedes you, Master Ort. I'd never doubt you.
The inscription, as you asked.
I guess I'll go something with it.
Davin hern am gladiel, mocham fin aisen.
The flash that cuts through darkness. The light that breaks the night.
Exactly.
Classic Elder Speech runes, no styling, simple and precise.
May I?
It is yours. If you'd like to test it, have my lackeys put out a training dummy.
Your payment. Gems only, as requested.
If you've an eye out for work, heard of striggers prowling the Maribor forest.
Thanks. Need to visit the tavern first, but after, who knows?
Good luck on the path, Witcher.
Anyway, I already kind of said, but I feel like the ending's kind of rushed. The whole White Frost plotline feels like something on the side. I guess maybe that's the point, since it's Ciri's story and so on. But since I've been busting my ass off to find her and help her and so on, you know, just, I don't know, feel like I should have been just a little bit more involved in that. Maybe they ran out of time, I don't know.
Over here. Plenty of blades to try, if it's your will.
Greetings.
Okay. So, yeah. Maybe that's what I'm going for. But anyway, if I have to say there's 2 main problems with this game, first of all, it suffers from what I like to call the numbers game. And this is something you often see in this style of games. It's where you constantly get equipment and so on. Like swords and armor and so on, that's slightly better, and then you upgrade and so on. And there was that one time where that Viking guy gave me his ancestral sword, and it was just worse than something I randomly picked up in a crypt. And it kind of caused that problem, because it kind of dilutes the meanings of weapons because they're just another bunch of stats we're trying to exchange out. You see that also in other games like, for example, Dragon Age and so on, where you're constantly exchanging equipment. Well, maybe not nearly as constantly, and you only have one party member, but it's still annoying, and I still feel like it's kind of unnecessary. Far better. Bless you.
Shite! The Witcher!
I guess I can go chase it off. Yep. Going to chase it off. Don't know why I'm chasing a dwarf, but now I am. Ah, there's tracks.
Damn.
Ran this way? No, this is where he came from. So he ran this way.
All right, out. How was your trip? Smooth sailing?
You still on about that leaky tub from the Isle of Mist? You're lucky you and that lass weren't in it with us.
You'd not have fit anyhow. It was so laden, that boat. We barely made land.
And it reeked of fish manure.
Well, I won't complain. I found another way off. What are you doing here?
How'd you wind up here?
Our affairs brought us here. Hard times, you know. Got to earn a coin where you can.
Folk around here need surveyors?
We've shifted our efforts. Investors now.
Investors.
They've come for us. Hide!
Huh? What's going on?
You've not seen us?
The dwarves, out with it.
Dwarves?
I don't have time for your games. Commandant will have his stolen chalice back. The thieves, where are they? Tell me, or I'll...
That a threat?
I see you'll not respond to courtesy. Grab him! Here wants to jump.
I'm just saying, you guys just made some poor life choices.
Come on.
I mean, it still just hangs in the air.
Oh, thank you for that, Witcher. Told the lads back then you're a good fella, and we shouldn't have took your boat.
Heard you've gone into investments. Asset management.
Aye. Investments in movable assets. Well, these days you just never know when...
That extra gold chalice could come in handy. I get it. What did you do with it?
We don't have it. Found a buyer. Mr. Mirror... was it? Funny name. Paid good coin, though.
We'd share it with you. We would, but you look like one who'd just frown on any proceeds from theft.
Aye, you got that righteous frown on you, definitely.
I don't care.
Want your coin.
Look at him, all offended. You think we showed him a picture of a naked lass?
Why am I here?
Witcher's got their creed. No stealing, no pinching wenches at the tavern, and no assaulting travellers.
We make exceptions. For travelers especially.
Farewell, Witcher.
Yeah, 3 people just died because of you. I try to care, but that actually leads me to my second critique of this game. It is actually about the story and the mood. Now, this game, I don't mind this game tackles some serious subjects about racism and politics and so on. And it can even show some pretty gruesome sides of life and so on. What I do mind, however, is that this game lacks levity. It's not that it doesn't have it, moments like playing Snowball with Ciri and so on, or feel-good moments like freeing the ghost in the arena. But for the most part, this game just likes to riddle, hammer the throttle in with the grim and gritty and downing, and how sad it is and how everyone's an asshole. There's way too much like that. Like, you get through a quest, it's like I took care of the bandits, and then the quest was like, oh, well, the elven bandits? Well, we'll just start randomly killing elves in the area. Well, teach them. Quest resolved. Heck, it got so bad that I even missed an actually pretty funny joke in one of the last missions about the good old games and DIM, because I was expecting betrayal. And, you know, there are times when it tries to be funny, like the quest where we had to get the druid to talk. But we were told we were trying to overcome trauma, and then it turns out we accidentally made him break his oath of silence, and the other druids knew, and thought this would be funny. That's not funny. That's just mean-spirited.
Redanians in Milo's field.
And I feel like that's a problem with this game, is that it needs more balance in the story.
Whoa! Taxes shall henceforth be doubled. All who remit payment to the treasury shall receive a note for the equivalent sum.
Meaning they'll be burning witches.
Where are they going to find witches round here?
Oh, don't you worry. They will.
Yeah, like that. Oh, I wonder who that is. It could be anybody. Oh, I'm sure I'm about to be very surprised. I mean, it could be Dandelion, just to completely sweep my feet away or something like that. Nope, called it.
Is it done?
Yes.
Did he believe you?
I have no idea.
For the cockatrice. And we've a new contract. It won't pay much, but I think it worth
Have you checked my fucking bank account? Don't need the coin. I just want to help people.
It's yours.
A witch's silver sword.
Like it?
It's beautiful. May I?
Well, of course it's yours.
Here. You'll have ample opportunity soon enough, Witcher.
What's this inscription?
An old Witcher's motto. Had a sword like this once myself, but this one's better. Much better.
Let's try it out then.
Yeah.
The Third Northern War was a clash between two great strategists, Radovid V, known as the Stern, and Emir Bar Emrys. Both seemed invincible, yet both were defeated. Nilfgaard, invading from the south, was repelled in the field, while the North's supreme leader fell victim to assassins. Yet Redania stood victorious, and a man who had thus far operated in shadow took up the reins of power. That man was Sigismund Dijkstra. Once firmly in the Chancellor's seat, Dijkstra ruled the victorious North in his patently cynical and ruthless manner. He knew that to preserve peace, he would need to prepare for war. Following Nilfgaard's example, he consolidated his rule over vast lands through a broad program of settlement and industrialization, all for the good of his subjects, though often contrary to their will. As long as his armies went from one victory to the next, Emir's subjects remained boundlessly obedient. When a string of humiliating defeats proved Var Emrys fallible, the opposition, thus far secret, attacked. The subjects of the Emperor who had danced on the graves of his foes laid him to rest in a tomb of his own. While the continent bled engulfed by war, Skellige bloomed under Ceres's enlightened rule. Unlike those who had come before her, the young queen did not raid foreign shores, looking instead to her people, tending to her land. The island-bound nation prospered, though its fangs of yore were dulled.
Well, perhaps that is for the best.
Fiona, Ellen, Rhiannon, heir to Nilfgaard's throne, chose the life of a witcher on the path. Geralt taught her all he knew, every skill he possessed, then each set off on their own. Soon word of the ashen-haired witcheress had spread throughout the north, from the Yaruga to the mountains of Kovir. And what of Geralt, you might ask? Well, he continued on as before, living hand to mouth, job to job, on the road, ever coinless. He would
You're just saying that to get people excited.
Strong drink, to talk about the old days and speculate what could have, would have, might have been.
Well, that is pretty satisfying and fun ending. I still feel like it'd be more dramatically appropriate if I'd gotten to kill those two king guys and so on, but yeah. As I said, I feel like it's a general problem with this game that it needs more levity for the story. There needs to be more funny moments, innocent moments, heartwarming moments. If I make a comparative example, a game like the Yakuza series, which I'm a big fan of, playing through it, gotten to recently complete the third game. That's a game series where you need to understand that you can have a serious, important story, but also that you need something on the side to take the edge off when everything feels too sad and so on. And this game kinda lacks that. And again, as I said before, I feel like this White Frost thing just kinda was always in the background and just came in and suddenly was important and then left again just quickly. What even created the White Frost? Anyway, there's still DLC stuff to do and a couple of side quests, so I guess I'll do that. Yeah. I don't really think that's it. Yeah, it really says something about this game, doesn't it? How many of these fucking ended credit screens are fucking bodies and people being terrified? Lighten up, would ya? Yeah, we already seen that one. So yeah, I guess it's my fault. I had a lot of fun with it. I like the gameplay thoroughly. Well, I feel like maybe we should have had less constantly making new weapons and finding new weapons and armor and so on, and more, maybe make them all feel more individual and unique. I like the story, but I feel like it definitely needed a lot more fun. A lot more. And perhaps also a bit more chances to, you know, correct wrongs, do what feels like the right thing, you know. Like, for example, maybe it's all because it's like, oh, well, it's a small sort of story, you're not supposed to make all these big things, the witch is neutral, so blah, blah, blah. But for example, we had this whole Church of the Flame thing, like, it's right in the fucking opening cutscene before the credits. So, I don't know, I kind of expect we'd head after the leadership there and not just set fire to one of the launches and then call it a day, considering the shit they pulled. And again, I feel like kind of like M here and Ragnarok, at least if you oppose them, should have been some proper boss fights. That'd been nice and cathartic. I know that's not maybe realistic, but I was running around out there tanking meteors to the head, so you know, realistic is... I prefer a satisfying story over a realistic story. I guess is my take on it. And hey, your opinions may differ. That's fine. I'm not saying I'm in the right in here. I just personally feel that this is the case for me. Don't really think there's anything else much to add. I think I kind of summed up my opinions. It's a long game, lots of content, which is impressive. And gotta admire CD Projekt Red for avoiding many of the common pit traps of modern gaming. So yeah, I guess next we'll be looking at the DLCs for this game. So, oh, I can skip this. Since I kind of suspect we'll just be kind of thrown into it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the main game. So for the most part good, but with some overall problems I feel are like recurring through it, which is kind of a thing both in Story has come to a close. You can concentrate on one sort of rich consequence, but everything will be as it was before the game's last chapter. The quest tied to the main storyline will no longer be available. You will not forget something. Plus, to do so, create a new game, start a new game, choosing who says can upload a new game. Yeah. Well, that is at least nice to drop us in here. We'll figure our fingers out from here. But those are my thoughts on the main game, even though we still have a couple of side quests we're going to do, and we'll tackle the DLC from there and see what happens. So, it's been Eric Copper, and it's been Let's Play The Witcher 3 Blind. See you all around.